play with people intelligence the way they play with people intelligence and intellect, you know, the way they do today. You know, people are telling lies for a living. You know what I mean?
You know what's a to me? There's a who pick who he fight with.
Right.
Like if you sit there and you go, oh, I'm not going because this nigga.
Him, but I fuck this one.
Yeah, I think I can take him.
Right.
Baby, Tony Yayo just set the whole internet on fire. He pulled up on J Prince and what came out? Woo! It might be the boldest call-out hip-hop has ever seen. Picture this. J Prince allegedly tried to pull that tired check-in or else move on none other than 50 Cent. And what did 50 do? Blink, beg, hell no. He clapped back with that cold New York energy, exposed the whole system and practically dared Prince to try him. It went from a slow-burning Cold War to full-blown nuclear beef, but here's the gag. It wasn't random. Oh no, this fire had been brewing for years. Long before 50 ever stepped foot in Houston, the tension was real, and now it's finally blown sky high.
To me, there's a nigga who pick who he fight with.
Right.
Like if you sit there and you go, oh, I'm not going because this nigga.
Him, but I fuck this one.
Yeah, I think I can take him.
Right.
You want to fight the nigga you think you.
Let's rewind for the people in the back. J Prince, founder of Rap-A-Lot Records, OG in the streets and Houston's unofficial godfather, ain't just a name, he's a force. The kind that don't make noise but shakes the whole city when he moves. If you're a rapper pulling into H-Town without checking in, you might as well kiss that chain goodbye or worse. Because when Prince talks, Houston listens. But 50 Cent? Oh baby, he don't play that game. Since day one, he's been the lone wolf. No bows, no handshakes, no begging, just pure street muscle and a military mindset. He's beefed with everybody from Ja Rule to Irv Gotti and still came out swinging. That's how 50 made his name, by never bending.
Like I got out there, they showed me a lot of love. But Shreveport had the infrastructure already here. Like even the tax incentive was put back.
Well, yeah. And so a lot of people have been talking about, man, he's here only because they gave him a cheap deal or something like that. The reality is there's more to that deal than that. Way more.
They can't see
Break that down.
I'm spending $20 million this year anyway, in the same building that they're saying was the cheap building.
Right.
So fine.
G-Unit wasn't just a label, it was a movement. They didn't check in, they didn't kiss rings. They didn't pay for protection. That energy, it was loud. It told everyone, we don't need y'all. So when word hit the streets that 50 was thinking about moving to Houston, baby, it wasn't just a move, it was a power statement. Because if 50 touched down in J Prince's city without kneeling, that's not just petty shade, that's war. That's kicking down the castle gates and declaring a new king. And Chili, it happened.
Came to the city of Houston, but he didn't just come here to live. He has been helping out on so many causes in this city. And especially, he has been in our high schools, turning our high school students into entrepreneurs with his Unity Camp program. I've seen him firsthand. This city has been elevated because of his presence. And so today, we have the honor of saying to him, he's our 2022 Grand Marshal. Give it up to Curtis 50 Jackson. Now, before I call on him to speak, let me present you first a key to the city of Houston. Anywhere you go, 550 buildings, use the key, the door will swing wide.
At first, it was all low-key tension. 50 was in New York doing what he does best, trolling like it's an Olympic sport. Meanwhile, J Prince was ruling Houston from the shadows, but then, boom. 50 dropped a nuke on Twitter. I love New York, but I live in Houston now. I'll explain later. And baby, the timeline exploded. This wasn't clout chasing. Nay, 50 had real moves lined up. NY taxes were eating into his bag. So Houston was a strategic empire shift. Bigger property, cheaper living, exploding music scene. And let's not forget, Brents and Cognac needed that southern push. And Houston's liquor market, it's gold. This wasn't just relocation, it was a takeover. But guess what? He didn't check in. And that's where the fire started. Rumors flew. J Prince allegedly felt like 50 was trying to snatch the crown without even saying, what's up? Total disrespected. And when J Prince feels disrespected, baby, there's pressure. Word is he tried to send a message. Wanted 50 to pay that street tax, and 50 laughed. Told his people, we got our own protection. We don't pay to play, period.
Maybe we need to change the word for the youngsters. The checking in part, is they seem to get hung up on that word, checking in.
Yeah.
So if we could diversify that word and bring it up to a 2021 thing,
right? What's the word, OG? What's the word?
Maybe we may want to tell him.
So, what did Jay Prince allegedly do? Ordered a no-fly zone. Basically told 50, don't show your face here. Normally, that would scare folks off. But this is 50 Cent we're talking about. He hit Instagram with the smoke. Memes, subtle digs, petty captions. He made it a full-blown drama series. And he made sure everyone knew he wasn't running. He was building. Quietly, behind the scenes, he was laying the groundwork for a $20 million 0-cents G-Unit film studio in Houston. Let that sink in.
Stupid, right?
Yeah.
You're stuck on stupid and you're not using your powers or access to powers that you have. You're looking at it as a negative versus a positive. You know, we all know if you can tap into good people wherever you go.
Wherever, yeah.
But I mean, it's a blessing.
That studio could have been a game changer. Internships, jobs, cultural revival, real legacy work. But just like that, the plan got pulled. 50 rerouted everything to Shreveport, Louisiana. Official reason, better infrastructure. But come on, we know better. Street politics in Houston were heating up. 50 knew not to play tag with snakes in the grass. So he dipped quietly and kept stacking. And the irony, Houston still embraced him.
Don't turn me down. What you said? Don't turn me down. What you on, folks? Don't turn you down. Yeah, man. What you on, folks? What you mean what I'm on? What you on, man? What the deal there? What up? What up? You want to buy your shit back? What? You ain't get you flunked out ass little nigga. I'm trying to see where you at. You dumb mother. What you got? $20 out of car? Nah, nigga. You know what we got, nigga. Stop that cap.
Man.
Motherfucker, nigga capping, bro. They gonna believe anything.
You want me to start my car? I just took a picture in the same car today with my little boy. You
By 2022, not even a full year later, the tables flipped. The Houston's own mayor, Sylvester Turner, gave 50 the ultimate flex, a key to the city. And get this, they made November 24th 50 Cent Day in Houston at the Thanksgiving Day Parade, no less. And Mayor Turner, he didn't just call him a rapper, he called him an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, someone changing real lives. Through his G-Unity program, 50 was helping students, launching youth projects, and giving back like he'd been born in the H. The people, they went wild for him. He wasn't just welcomed, he was celebrated.
You know what I mean? Because the little homie young boy place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and you know, I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, you know what I mean, young boy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce. I got your keys to your McLaren. You know, all that shit that they took. And the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce umbrellas. You got your keys. Got a bunch of...
And 50 didn't stop there. In 2024, he auctioned off 2 massive bottles of his Le Chemin de Roi champagne to raise money for Houston Children's Charity and pulled in $500,000. The entire event raised $6 million 0 cents total. Cameras were flashing, mayors were clapping, and Jay Prince allegedly watching from the sidelines like a dethroned king. Once the silent ruler of Houston, now he had to see the city roll out the red carpet for the same man he allegedly tried to ban. And just when people thought it couldn't get spicier, Tony Yayo stepped up. Loud, raw, and unfiltered on Vlad TV, Yayo broke the code. He exposed why G-Unit never checked in. And baby, the way he said it...
Hey, I don't want no friends. I don't want no new relationships. All that... Hey, I don't respect none of that shit, man. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty around me you could call. Man, nigga... It's plenty ways you can get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no publicity, none of that pussy and shit. And I'm good on the keys, gangster. When you buy shit cash, two keys come with the car anyway. Man, you
Woo, Tony Yayo dragged the whole system. He called the check-in game what it really is. Extortion with a smile. Not protection, pressure. You land in Houston, you check in. You pay. And maybe your chain doesn't disappear. But if you don't, let's just say accidents happen. Sound familiar? Yayo even brought up Pop Smoke, a cautionary tale. When artists rely on street alliances instead of real security, they get lined up. He didn't sugarcoat a damn thing. G-Unit, they stayed away from all that. No favors, no handouts, just tight circles and real muscle. Why? Because when the heat comes, those street alliances disappear, and you're left to fend for yourself. And baby, Yayo made it crystal clear. Messing with check-ins is how you land in Rico.
With older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little niggas. Like, the way you talking, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like, for real, all that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the...
And then it got even uglier. NBA YoungBoy rolled into Houston on business, no check-in, no bowing down, and just like that, chaos. His stuff, gone. Chain snatched, cash missing, keys vanished, a straight-up ambush. Then, guess who popped up trying to play superhero? Yup, J Prince. But instead of handling it behind closed doors like a real OG would, he went on Instagram, posted a video flexing like, look at me, I recovered YoungBoy's stuff, like this was a scene from a reality show. YoungBoy was not here for it. He fired back instantly, called J Prince a 60-year-old clout chaser straight up, said if it was really about help, he would have picked up the phone, not gone viral, and baby, the internet ate it up. Even OGs like Cameron and Mano jumped in, dragged J Prince for still trying to play kingpin in an era that's done moved on. They said it clear, real OGs lift people up. They don't extort, and if you're still playing street games in your 60S, you didn't make it, you failed. And it wasn't just that.
What happened? What do you say to that?
What I would say to that is, I have a track record, man, and the Prince family have a track record of 30 plus years of, honoring and loving on our guests and being with our guests, and no shit like this never happened. But here's the thing, and this is what people don't understand. We ain't never had nobody to attack us. If you know what I mean. When a man attack a situation with a weapon, then, it become a playing field where, any and every...
Let's talk about those infamous dice games. J Prince's second favorite hustle, right after Intimidation. These weren't just casual games. No, baby, these were setups. High stakes, heavy tension, money flying. And behind the scenes, people whispering for years that it was all rigged. A trap. And then... take off. That tragic night still haunts the culture. A dice game, an argument, a shot fired, and just like that, gone. Takeoff, one of the most peaceful, gifted voices in hip-hop, taken out over nonsense. And what made it worse? The whispers. Whispers that J Prince was heated, they didn't check in, that Takeoff and Quavo showed up without showing respect, and allegedly, he gave the green light to teach them a lesson. It wasn't supposed to end like that, but it did, and when questions came flying, J Prince danced around him, dodged, deflected, never took responsibility. In fact, he even slipped up once and basically admitted to tampering with evidence. That's not just shady, that's dangerous. And let's not forget Duke the Jeweler. Same city, same dice game energy. He walked in after winning $100, 0 cents. Okay, never made it out. Robbed, shot, gone. Another black man, another tragedy. All because of this twisted, toxic street code that's poisoning hip hop. And while that's happening, guess what 50 Cent is doing? He's building, creating centers, dropping scholarships, handing out turkeys and toys, creating a legacy, not fear.
Mike and Junior was walking by. He actually went in the restroom to wash blood off his hand where he had reached up on the Takeoff. He had to pick him up and his fingers went in there. Why blood was.
And the streets, they're talking. Word is, 50's not just trolling anymore. He's been quietly gathering receipts, collecting proof, talking to people, mapping out how this whole check-in culture might actually be a full-blown extortion empire hiding in plain sight. And if the feds get wind of that, game over. Because let's not forget, 50 Cent doesn't play checkers, he plays chess. He's built empires off petty memes and Instagram shade, so if you think he's not ready to drop the hammer if pushed, think again. And here's the twist. While J Prince is allegedly clinging to an outdated street crown, 50 already has the key to the city, literally. While one man's allegedly trying to muscle artists out, 50 is in stadiums, on stages, feeding families, cutting ribbons, and running $1 million programs. So now the $1 million question is this. Who really runs Houston? The shadowy street enforcer trying to hold on to 1999, or the man who showed up, didn't check in, built an empire from scratch, and got crowned by the mayor? Because if you ask the people, the answer is already clear. Let us know in the comments, did 50 Cent cross the line? Or is he the hero hip-hop needed to finally expose the underbelly of this so-called protection game? Is he rewriting the rules or just throwing matches on an already burning house? Smash that like button, subscribe, and drop your thoughts below because, baby, this saga is far from over. And trust us, the next chapter is gonna be even messier.